1% of the entire population of the world are in charge of the wealth we have on earth. So what happens to the rest of the people? Who are these 1%, and what do this 1% know that the rest of the population do not know? Stay tuned to this video as we dive quickly into the 5 wealth secrets. Hello book lover, welcome. Wealth is something that a lot of people have been searching for. Everybody wants to be wealthy. Everybody wants to have so much money that they can spend and not get finished. So what is this wealth? How do we get wealth? And how do we also keep wealth? The book we'll be reviewing on this episode talks about the 5 wealth secrets. It helps you to understand the different kind of people and how they perceive wealth, and how these people believe that they can be wealthy, what they believe they can do to be wealthy. It is said that only 1% of the population of the world handle the wealth on earth. 1% of the entire population of the world are in charge of the wealth we have on earth. So what happens to the rest of the people? Who are these 1%, and what do this 1% know that the rest of the population do not know? Welcome back. The book we'll be reviewing is called The 5 Wealth Secrets. It was written by Kurt. On this episode, I'll be talking about 3 secrets I've learned from the 5 wealth secrets that have been a blessing to me. The first secret is use jaws. Use jaws means how the 96% and how the 4% use their money. He says the 96% see wealth as acquiring more or increasing their income alone. They do not see it as wisely investing what they earn. They believe that if they could increase their source of income, if they could get a better job, or if they could really get money from somewhere, they would become wealthy. While the 4% believe that if they could wisely invest what they are earning presently, there is a possibility of them becoming wealthy. Another thing that the 4% know and the 96% are ignorant of is how they handle the money that comes into their hands. The 4%, first what they do is they first give and then they invest. The 96% will first spend and probably pay some of their debts, because most times we live in debt. We're either trying to make ends meet before they now think of investing what is remaining from their salaries, and that is very wrong. You do not first spend before you invest. You have an investment plan. When the money comes in, you invest before you start spending what is remaining after you have invested your money. Another thing that the 4% know and do, or the 4% practice that the 96% do not practice, is they store their money in multiple receptacles. What does that mean? It means they do not just store their money in one place. There are different streams of incomes that are coming. This money that they have invested has produced another stream of income, so they have different streams of income. While the 96% do not store their money in that direction. They just store their money in a single stream of income. So it becomes difficult for them to be able to come out of the circle of poverty. That is what he calls the use jar. So how are you using your money? What are you really doing with your money? Do you spend, pay debts before you invest, or do you first invest and also give out? It is important that you become a giver, because one of the ways of becoming wealthy is also by giving. The second lesson you can learn from the 5 wealth secrets is the 4% are conscious of the economic circle. Yes. They do not believe that wealth or the economy moves in a linear progression. They believe that there could be changes in the economic system. So they plan ahead of time for those changes. They are not just waiting for things to happen. They plan ahead of time. They anticipate that, the fuel price might go up. They also anticipate that, the government can bring rules or tax rules that could affect their economy. So they strategically plan their wealth. They are not waiting for something to happen, or they don't just believe that everything just goes on like this and in the next 5 years it's still going to be the same way. Another lesson is that the 4% understand that a financial strategy that works now might not work later. So you have to also study the financial strategy you're using. What makes people wealthy in this generation? There was a time where countries were wealthy through agriculture, and then we had the Industrial Revolution. Now we are in a technological system. The 4% understand that strategy and they move along that strategy. They are not fixed on one particular system. They don't just believe that agriculture is just the only way and the economy cannot change. This is wisdom that the 4% use, and the 96% do not use that. The 96% might just believe that, oh, the only way to make money is to buy land and store them, and when they have increased in value, we just sell them and then we're going to become wealthy. They do not study the systems, they do not study the economy, they do not even study how the world works. So if you want to get out of being the 96%, you must be able to study the system and strategically plan, and also be ready to adjust when it is needed. The last lesson I've learned from the 5 world secrets is the 4% focus on vision. Yes, it might look insignificant and it might look as if it's not something that really matters, but they believe that vision will pull every resources to themselves. They believe that a person who has vision has the possibility of earning and earning resources. While the 4% do not believe, they go for the resources without vision. You must be a visioneer. There must be something you're building that will be able to attract that wealth you are looking for. Money goes or money flows where there is vision, and if there is no vision, the people might perish. Yes, so you should be able to be a visioneer so that money can flow towards your direction. He says that 96% focus on provision. You're focusing on trying to pay your children's school fees alone, which is good. You're focusing on trying to eat, trying to survive the next day. There is no long-time plan. There is no vision. There is no time when you're sat down to think ahead of time, to think, okay, what can I do that will make money flow towards my direction? So stop focusing on provision and begin to focus on vision. If you must go out, or if you must step out of the circle of being the 96%, you must begin to focus on vision. Money flows where there is vision. I hope this episode have been a blessing to you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I had a wonderful moment with you studying about the 5 world secrets. This is what you will do. You're going to read the other secrets that are in this book, and you're going to let us know how you've enjoyed it. Apply the secrets in your life and transform your financial life. See you in the next episode where we get to discuss another exciting book. I can't wait to have you, and bye for now.